What's your name?
Will.
You gotta do it quicker than that, you muppet.
My name is Will.
What's your name?
Will.
Okay, I guess. Alright, John, do the intro again.
No, I think that should be it.
Okay. We still gotta make one. Do you know what I was thinking actually?
What?
I've got some bongos and stuff.
Yeah.
And have you still got your guitar or whatever?
Yeah.
If we just play some random fucking instruments and just layer them on top of each other.
I got the guitar in this house, I can quickly go play it. This is Bailey and Will. Fun Time Podcast. Wait, Karen. That's not his name. His name is the Slimy Slim Boys. Here we go. Slimy Slim Boys. Slimy Slim Boys. Slimy Slim Boys, the boys, the boys, the boys, the whoa, 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 whoa.
We'll do that at the end.
So what do we do? Should we say hi?
If you
Welcome. Hi, welcome. This is the Slimy Slim Boy podcast. Boys,
This
my
is-
bad. Slimy Slim
This is
Boys.
our second pilot because Will fucked up.
The audio. Let's just say it got.
No, let's not. Let's point fingers.
Let's okay, right. So basically, it was about an hour and maybe 5 minutes, hour and 5 minutes, and it saved into 5.9 second chunks.
And I'm not finna
And it was
spend like 5 months trying to put it all in
No.
order because it didn't even save it in order, which was the annoying thing.
no.
Like, literally, the first one was like halfway through. The second one was like near the beginning. The third one was just it was just all over the place. It was just a mess.
It's just a
Wasn't
mess. So you didn't miss out on much. Basically, we spoke about what did we speak about?
We got to know you. I asked you a few first date questions.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. And we tried to find out what house I'd be in the Harry
Oh
Potter.
yeah.
And then we spoke about the use of words like that.
Oh yeah, we did. And also you told that story about the old man.
What story? Oh shit, yeah.
I mean, it was
About the old man.
it was
trying
pretty
to beat me
funny,
up.
but you know, oh well.
Yeah.
You live and you learn.
I guess that's for another day now.
Alright. So what did you want to talk about first? Did you write anything down?
I'm not gonna lie to you,
No, I
Bailey,
didn't
did
expect
not.
you would. I thought I'd ask anyway, just to see what the fuck. Did you read the Infinity War thing?
No, the description of
Yeah.
the panel thing. No, I told you I
Do you
wasn't.
want me to
going
read it to you?
No, I would not want
Why?
that to happen. Because I don't want to spoil it for myself. I just want to wait until like a.
It's not a
trailer's
leak,
released or
though.
whatever. I know. I just don't care.
You're such a
enough.
pussy.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's that.
In other
That's
news.
thanks for listening.
Well, guys, we'll see you next week then.
Actually,
That's the end of that one.
I wrote some stuff down.
Isn't it you've written? I'm pretty sure it's written.
I've written some stuff. I've wrote
Yeah.
some stuff. Whichever one.
You've written some stuff down.
Okay. So I was having a poo yesterday, right? And
Yeah.
because when I was breathing, like, obviously it smells like poo and everything. And then
Right,
that
of
got me
course.
thinking
Classic.
about house fires.
That has right. Let's go back a bit. Let's go back
on.
a bit. All right. Poo. House fires.
Well, no, because it wasn't the poo, it was the breathing that got me onto house fires.
You breathe all the time, Bailey.
Yeah, but then I was thinking about fire extinguishers, right?
But that comes out of nowhere. How does your brain work?
Right, just listen. Let me explain myself.
No, but how did you get from breathing to fire extinguishers?
Because I was thinking about breathing.
The fire extinguishers, a house one. That makes.
I was thinking about breathing and CO2, yeah.
That no one does that.
No, right. Just listen. I was thinking about breathing and fire and CO2 and everything, and you know CO2 fire extinguishers.
Well, yeah.
I was thinking about it, right? In a house fire.
Yeah, you said.
Because oxygen is like fuel, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
If you breathed in a lot, you'd be taking the oxygen out and putting more CO2 into the fire. Yeah. So why don't people just breathe?
Oh no, oh Bailey.
No, listen, right?
You're telling me that no one breathes when you're in a fire?
Right? You're breathing, and you're taking away the oxygen from the fire.
So basically, you're saying take away a lot of oxygen and just bring out the CO2, and it takes away the oxygen, so the fire can't.
If you're trapped in a room and you don't have a fire extinguisher in that room, just breathe heavily, because then you're getting rid of the oxygen.
But CO2 still has oxygen in it, right? No, oxygen is O2 in it, so just the O is oxide or something like that in it. No, it's still oxygen in it, but breathable. The oxygen that a fire uses is O2, but when you breathe out, you're breathing out
CO2, and there's CO2 fire extinguishers.
CO2.
So just go
but you're
onto the fire.
But you're bringing out oxygen still. You're still bringing out oxygen.
Then explain CO2 fire extinguishers.
It's just got a lot of the carbon in it, I guess.
Okay.
Well, I guess that's the end of that one.
No, I just wanted to run that by you to get your thoughts.
Right, are you getting this notification?
Which notification?
For the past 3 days, I keep getting this Facebook notification that says you last updated your profile 2 weeks ago. It's like, yeah, you're right, I did. So. And I keep getting rid of it, right? And I keep getting it like 3 or 4 hours later. Just the same notification.
No, I've never got.
This really isn't a talking topic. It's just a quiz. It's just.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, what else is on the agenda? If I were to make you an album, would you listen to it? Like if. Look, if I was gonna give you a CD.
Do you mean like a mix?
Yeah, but like I do covers of songs.
Oh.
Would you listen to it?
Yeah.
And like play it in your car and everything. Nice.
Yeah. Okay. How many songs would be on it? Are you gonna do like a classic 11 track?
Yeah, I was thinking
album,
about 10, 13.
A bit longer. 10 to 13. That's a good. See, all these, like, I see. What do you determine as a short album?
4 or 5.
See, no, that's an EP. That's an EP. That's different.
No, because an EP is a short album.
No, but I mean like a short album. For example, Harry Styles' album. That was 10 tracks long. I feel that's too short.
Nah.
I feel 10 tracks is too short for an album. I feel like you need like 11 to 13 is a good length for an album.
What, you think one more song is...
Yeah.
Right, let me just...
I feel like a good album length as well should be about 45 minutes.
Well, the Black Eyed Peas The End album, the deluxe version, had 17.
Yeah, but that's alright because it's a deluxe version.
Right.
I mean, for example, some great album, a good album length is 45 minutes in my opinion.
Good album.
Like, let's have a look at some albums. Let's have, like, Calvin Harris's new album, right? I feel it's too short. It's got great songs in it, but it's just too short, okay? And the track listing, it's got a right amount of, like, tracks. It's got 10, you see? And it's 38 minutes. It's too short. It needs one more song just to push it over, and it'd be, like, a perfect amount.
I think it... Right. Okay.
It's too short, right? But, for example, that's like Jay-Z's new album. 10 tracks long. It's just too short. I wanted a little bit more.
I don't really like Jay-Z.
It's and it's 36 minutes as well, so it's just 2 minutes different. and it just feels too short. Half an hour is just too short for an album. But what else is coming? Kendrick Lamar, okay? His Damn album. That was a good length. That was... Let me have a look.
Are those kids playing in the background?
14... Probably. If that's being picked up, then I'm next to a window, guys, not by a park. Okay? Kendrick Lamar's album, 55 minutes long. It's just at the right point. That's just like, if he had any more, it'd be too long. But this is how you don't do an album, okay? Gorillaz, alright? Their latest album, Humans. Let me find... Right, this deluxe version. How much do you reckon's on a deluxe version of this
22.
album? 26 songs,
Oh,
baby.
that's close.
26. Then that's too long. Yeah, do you want to know how much the original
Or just
version
get it
is?
on Spotify and just put it on shuffle with other songs, and then you don't really think
Yeah,
about
but
it, do you?
guess how much the original has, like the original version of the album.
8.
20.
Oh, what?
That's too long. It's too long.
Fair enough. Alright, I'm not sure what you're fucking... I don't know what you're crying about.
I just want people to have a good length album. That's all. That's not much. I'm not asking for much. I'm just asking for 11 to 14 tracks. That's all.
Did you read the Lion King trailer description?
Yeah, apparently it just lifted them up. It was like cool.
You didn't just lift them up.
It was like the beginning of the.
It was
the
photoreal shots of Africa.
Sorry, I'm still on this.
Oh.
14 new Tyler the Creator album. 14 songs, 47 minutes. Perfect length for an album.
We need to change topic. You've been crying about this for 4 minutes.
I'm just
No
upset.
one cares.
Is all.
Right, let's see what's going on in the news.
DJ Khaled's new album.
Right,
Too
you
long.
keep crying. I'm gonna see what's going on in the news.
Right, I will. See, even Little Dicky's is a little bit too long because of the interviews. But interviews, I mean the interludes.
UK weather: spectacular lightning storm caught on camera.
Look at that, just 20 songs. And fucking... How many? 1, 2... There's 3 interludes on it, and 2 of them are like continuations of tracks. It's just too much.
The BBC recently released their highest paid presenters.
Oh yeah, I saw
Who's
that.
number 1?
It's really bad. It's really bad. The women are getting paid so much less. I'm not that guy that believes like the wage gap and all that shit. But no, I'm not believing
It just doesn't exist.
I've just seen women on the same rate of pay as me, and I haven't really experienced a different rate pay rate, right? But I can tell in this industry there definitely is, because look at the differences between the presenters, male to female, on the list.
Yeah, but
Like doing like almost the same thing. Like for example, look at Claudia Winkleman's one, right? In comparison to say someone like Chris Evans.
Chris Evans has been doing it a long time.
So's Claudia Winkleman. Yeah, but the difference between 2.5 mil and 400.
Yeah, but all she does is Strictly Come Dancing, isn't it? He does like radio, Top Gear.
He doesn't do Top
Doesn't
Gear
he?
anymore. No, he hasn't done Top Gear about a year and a bit now. Maybe
Well,
a year.
I don't think we should be paying for a TV license. Full stop.
No, I don't. I think television. If you want to create television, make us pay for the packages to get the extra TV and shit, but don't make us pay for a license to have it. If you want us to pay extra for your channels, don't make us pay a license.
I remember one of my lecturers at college. She was just like, "Oh, the BBC is such a great thing because there's no adverts and commercials and stuff. It's like publicly owned." I was like, "I'd rather watch adverts than have to pay, like be forced to pay for something."
Because then I know about shit as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, I love seeing a good like movie advert on the TV. I love it. I mean, and like some advertisers. Have you seen that Costa advert?
Costa advert, no.
Yeah, it's got this guy is a motivational speaker, right? And he's like training all these baristas in like a room. And,
Oh yeah, I have seen that one.
And they like play
Yeah,
their
yeah,
cinema
yeah.
quite a bit. Oh my god, it's hilarious! It's so good. And he's like, there's some parts where he's like, being all like spiritual, like you gotta be the coffee. And then they have like playing the games, and he has like a t-shirt cannon. He's like, fire away, and he's got like the fucking what's it, the harness and the rope swing type thing, and then he like tackles a bunch of them. That advert was hilarious. I love that advert. Sorry, what were we talking about?
Top news presenters. I don't know. Shall we read some local news?
No, we really shouldn't. We're fucking boring. No one wants to hear about Portsmouth.
Dunkirk star Harry Styles had a sing-song on Gosport boat while filming War Epic.
Brilliant. Right, so basically, he was at Gosport, he was filming, and he had a little singing song. And that's news. A celebrity hummed the tune, and it made the news. Brilliant.
Chipper Club. Spooky happenings at Fort on the last week of school.
Why does the last week of school matter? Why? So basically, something spooky happened on, what was it, Fort what?
It just says at the fort.
At the fort, right. So there was a fort, something spooky happened, but oh, watch out, it's the last week of school. Don't let your kids about.
On the bus up to Portsdown Hill, my best friend Brindley Milligan said that the fort was haunted and that there were loads of ghosts still living in the fort. But Brindley, I'm terrified of ghosts, I whimpered. Is this a story? What is this? Is this real?
Is this the magic bus?
The fuck is the magic bus? Do you mean? Oh, it's not called the magic bus.
What's it called?
Oh, what is it called?
It's the one with the teacher with the circle glasses in the yellow bus.
The magic school bus, you fucking idiot.
Same fucking thing.
No, you just said the magic bus. That could have been like any bus.
It's the magic first bus.
I used to have.
It's the magic 1C.
I used to have two CD games for the computer of the Magic School Bus.
I don't know. I had Tweenies games on my computer. I remember that.
We had Sabrina the Teenage Witch
and Dora the Explorer.
Thoughts on the new trailer from Seth Rogen and James Franco's new movie?
I can't wait for it. I can't wait. It's going to be brilliant. Because, like, for anyone who doesn't know, anyone listening, for anyone who doesn't know, basically it was a film. How long ago was it? Like 20 years ago?
Yeah, something like that.
Called
let's
The
do
Room.
Some fact checks.
It's called The Room, right? And it's like the worst, like commercially, critically, just like the worst film ever made. And this film, which has James Franco, Dave Franco, Seth Rogen, is about the making of that film. And they play the actors who are in it and the directors and stuff. And it looks... I heard something about that. Apparently, people have taken screen caps of it online or whatever and put them on Twitter and stuff. Of James Franco wearing the black wig that he wears in the trailer, yeah? And people and Marvel fans are saying it, getting confused and thinking it's Tom Hiddleston dressed as Loki.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because of the long black hair.
It was actually released June 27th, 2003.
So it wasn't even 20 years ago.
Though it looks like a really bad film.
To be fair, that is like almost 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Directed by Tommy Wiseau, or however you pronounce it. Produced by him, written by him, starring him.
I don't think he understands what he did.
It's just a really bad movie.
I love James Franco though.
Yeah.
I think he's great. Well, that's all we have time for, folks.
No, I'm trying to look for any other news. There's
I'm
nothing
good with
going
silence.
on.
I'm good with silence, to be honest.
There's nothing going on.
Just
We're on the front page of the BBC News.
we.
Yeah, well, not us, not me and you.
I was going to say, what do we do now?
The
what have we done now?
The
press are always trying to get on our fucking wrong side.
No, it's the Spinnaker Tower.
What about it?
Phone footage showed. No. Do you remember that fake video that came out fucking ages ago?
Fucking believed it.
What a prick.
Yeah, I know, what a fucking
Don't
cunt.
name drop people we know. I'll have to bleep that out.
No, he's a cunt. I argued with his mum the other day.
Yeah, I know.
No, she even messaged me on inbox. She's blocked me on Facebook now.
Really, that's
I
hilarious.
don't know what. Right, it's like fucking 2012 or some shit. Basically, right. I'm just gonna explain to people listening. I had an
Right.
argument on Facebook because it was all about like the fucking gender shit or whatever, right? And like
It was
you know, how
about
many genders and stuff.
it was about the train station thing. That's
Yeah, about
happening
the
in
train
London,
station
where they're
and the
changing
changing
ladies and gentlemen to just good morning.
Like, I basically said that if it makes whatever community who thinks they are whoever they are, if it makes them happy, it doesn't really take away from our experience of a train station. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's bigger things to be worried about. Pick your battles. If you're really going to be worried about that, you should probably shut the fuck up, right? It doesn't really affect your train journey. You're not going to get on the wrong train because I didn't tell you that a gentleman couldn't get fucking on it, right? So, pick your battles. If it makes that community happy, just fucking leave it, alright? And basically this guy being fucking petty and saying, oh, what a fucking ridiculous country. And I was like, just shut up. Just shut up. Like, it has nothing to do with us. Like, I'm not a fucking social justice warrior. I couldn't give a shit. Like, they can do whatever they want. It's like, for example, I don't eat meat. I don't eat chicken and all that. I'm not going to say to you to be a fucking vegetarian or pescatarian or whatever. Just don't force a bit of meat down my throat and we're cool. And Bailey's always trying to force a bit of meat down my throat, aren't you, babe? Classic. Right? So basically the only problem I had was like, this isn't really like a big deal. It's like, it's not going to affect you tomorrow. It's not going to affect your experience. Just get over it, you know what I mean? And, you know, I had people agreeing with me who are on their side, like they don't believe in the whole, you know, other genders and shit like that, and the whole gender fluid stuff. They don't believe it, but they were like, look, just pick your battles, this isn't really a big deal. And then all of a sudden it turns into this shitstorm of his mum started going off on one, then this other guy joined in, started having a go at the other people who were on my side and shit, and I was like, whoa, it's fucking, I'm 14 all over again on Facebook having arguments. Like, it was not what I needed. And then I got the private inbox, and that's when I got... So I don't get angry. I don't really get angry at all. I'm sort of just like... I'm a pussy. I just don't really chat shit because I'm not really about that. But I'm sort of a pacifist in a way. But she started going off and started going, don't disrespect me and my son like that. He can choose to believe what he wants. So I was like, look, if your son was a racist and he was spouting it all over Facebook, you wouldn't really be the first person to go, let him believe what he wants. Do you know what I mean? Because we kind of gotten used to the fact that racism isn't good. Like, give it, you know, because we've had that really bad past with it. So if we start treating people differently now with this whole gender thing, I say give it 10, 15, 20, 30, whatever years. No one's going to be like anymore. We're going to get used to this whole gender neutral shit and all that type of stuff. Let them do what they want. And there's going to be something else that people are going to be crying about. And all the people who are gender fluid and stuff, they're going to be crying about it as well, because we all prejudice in some sort of way. And so she was like, oh, it doesn't matter and shit like that. And started going on to her when I was a kid. Apparently I didn't like this kid or whatever. And we didn't have it, like, we were friends and then we weren't friends. I was like, you're being so petty, you're like a 40-year-old woman, what are you doing? And she started trying to be like all low blows and shit. She started saying stuff about my parents and stuff when I was a kid, and how apparently I was a horrible kid and I got away with it at school because my parents were going through a divorce and things like that. And this is a fucking 40-year-old woman who, like, you know, this is what she's doing. It was what, like a Wednesday night, and that's how she was spending it. And this was probably, she was like, I got my partner and his family not too happy with you. I was like, so this is a big deal for you then. This is something that matters a lot. Yeah, but I don't really know what the point of this story was for me to tell, but that's something that happened.
We'll be hearing more from those two other people involved next week.
I invited them on.
I was literally just saying this whole time, just fucking listening to you ramble on about some nonsense about that doesn't even matter. It's
no. I invited them on though. I invited Fawn. I went, I'll come talk about this on the podcast.
Stop name dropping.
I don't give a fuck.
I do.
Okay, it was Cake Kith, right? Cake Kith. And Cakey Boy, it was him that was arguing, and his mum. I can't even say the K because it kind of gives it. Jim.
What? What are you doing?
Jim Kiff, his mum. Because if I say the K word with his mum's name, it just kind of makes her name, doesn't it?
Right.
So yeah, I invited him on to talk about that because I was just like, this is like ridiculous. Like, the only like problem I have with this whole gender thing, whatever, is that people fucking argue against what is right and what is wrong. Like, who am I? The reason I'm so cool with it, or whatever. Like, I mean, like, fucking go me being cool with it. Oh my god, I'm such a nice person.
Yeah.
The only reason I'm all cool with it and stuff is that I'm an atheist. I don't believe in any sort of religion, but technically I'm an agnostic atheist because I don't disregard the religion. I don't say it's not true. I just say I think, from what science tells me, that all religions are false, but I can't know that they're false. So I think they're false, but the only way I'll find out is when I'm dead. So I'm not going to tell you that your religion is wrong. I'm going to say I think you're wrong, but I'm not going to know. I can't know for sure, right? So if I can determine what religion is right or wrong in my own point of view, no, if I'm a person who thinks that they could, like if I said, yes, your religion is wrong, mine is right, who am I to say what's right and wrong? So that's why I say I'm agnostic, because it means I don't know for sure. Which comes to this whole gender thing as well. If you're a type of person who can't say what religion is and isn't real, so you go, oh, I think this is real, well, I think this is real. Who are you to say what gender and shit is real? Because, I mean, you don't know, you're not that person. Just like you wouldn't tell a Christian that they can't believe in God, you can't tell that person they can't think they're a woman or a man, or none, or both. Because you don't know how they're feeling. You don't know what drives them. You don't know what makes them feel like a human. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm seeing Dunkirk next week, right? And
You're what, sorry?
seeing Dunkirk next week.
With who?
I don't know yet.
What the fuck?
Do you want to go see it with me?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Lauren was going to go see it with her friend Grace, so I was just like, well, I have no one to see it then, mark me off. See, but I could go see it early,
Right.
or I could see it with you.
Despacito becomes the #1 streamed song in the world. Of all time.
I was talking about something really important.
Yeah, but you've been talking about it too long. People are getting bored. I'm getting bored of just listening to you ramble on.
You're meant to, the whole point of the podcast is to have a conversation. You're meant to comment.
But I don't particularly care what you're talking about.
What do you think of it, Bailey?
I just don't care. Well, get on with whatever you're doing. Just don't
Do you
moan
think it's-
about it
do you think
if
it's
something doesn't go your way.
Do you think it's real?
What's real?
Gender neutrality and fluidity and being someone you aren't born as.
I think because
I'm
worried
What you think.
about now. No, what I'm worried about. There's these people that claim to be gender neutral, whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm scared that it's gonna go the way of like some, not all, but some vegans where they like force it on their children.
I got you. No, there was a case of that as well, wasn't there? There was a woman who didn't give a gender to their baby, and then was fighting to make sure the birth certificate was without gender.
Yeah, see, it's just ridiculous.
See, I don't agree with that, because like that woman made the conscious choice to be gender neutral. She can't then make that choice for her baby
Yeah, exactly.
or his baby.
So
whatever.
she's fighting for her rights, but they're not applying it to her children.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I think if they chose themselves over an amount of time, like they realised, oh, I am not a man or a woman, I am neither or both, whatever, they got to allow their babies to do that the same way. If they were assigned this gender at birth and then grew up to realise they weren't that gender, what makes them think their baby can't do the same thing?
Yeah. So just whatever that baby's born, just write that down, and then when they're like old enough to make that conscious decision of I'm not this gender, then just fucking then
You're
do
like, "Alright,
exactly what
fair."
they did. Just like
Yeah, so it's sort of like it is like you know that anecdote about religion. It's like if you're baptized, doesn't mean you need to be a Christian.
yeah,
If
my
you're- if
sister's
you're-
baptized.
Yeah, I'm
She's not.
baptised.
She's not anything.
Yeah, exactly. It's like at a time, my mum's not even a Christian anymore.
No.
So I don't get what's so wrong about just going, all right, we'll just put this for now. We'll see how it goes, and maybe
Yeah.
later on, you never know, it might things might change. You might
Yeah.
I don't know, be able to make an executive decision about itself, a conscious change.
So don't force it. Just be supportive of whatever they choose.
I'm so proud of you right now, Bailey. You've come a long way.
From where?
I remember the Bailey who probably would never have said that in their life.
Yeah, but you know, I want a job in the media industry. I've got to watch what I say, haven't I?
So how do you really feel now the mic's
Oh, I
off?
fucking hate them all. They could all go suck an egg.
Yeah. Fucking hell, I wish they all die.
Jeez.
I mean, not the males though. If the women are thinking they're males, then I feel like they should do like a Tough Mudder test.
What's that?
You know, Tough Mudder is like the fucking, it's like the military training shit where you jump over like things in the mud and you do rope swings and shit on like a 5-kilometer course.
Oh yeah.
Right? I reckon any gender that thinks they're a man should have to do a test like that because obviously we're the superior gender.
Oh jeez. I thought you were being serious then.
No.
I was about to be like, well, why isn't everyone doing the same thing, right? Because we've got a friend in the RAF, yeah?
Yeah.
I was talking to him when he first started training, and he was saying how the men have to do, like, I can't remember how much it was, but then he was saying that the females had to do, like, a lot less than what they were doing.
What if he identified as a female? Would he be able to do less?
See, that's, like,
Or is it a whole don't ask, don't tell situation?
what are the regulations? Like, what are the rules?
Yeah. What are the rules?
It's just like, because
Yeah, no, I
like
understand.
if you ask like every Christian what the rules are to being Christian, they're each
They all
gonna
have
give you
different- yeah.
different answers. So like, when
I mean, the only true answer is the rules of the Westboro Baptist Church. I mean,
stop.
I don't understand the problem.
Because like, at what point are there definitive rules of being gender neutral and like deciding which one you are? Because like at the moment it's just like
I think it should be
people
like a
just
salt
do
and
it
hat.
willy nilly.
No, it should be like a salt and hat.
What do you mean?
At birth, we give them a hat, and
Right.
give them a man hat. We give them a girl hat,
Right.
and if they look good in one of them and not the other, we give them that gender. If they look good in both, we give them both genders. If they look good in neither, we don't give them either genders.
What type
Just
of
like the
hat?
salt and hat in Harry Potter.
What type of hat though?
So like we'll give them a big like sun hat for a woman's hat, yeah, and we give them like a flat farmer's cap.
See, I think it should be equal. They should both be the same hat. Because some people look good in caps, but they don't look good in sombreros.
So we give them a pink hat and a blue hat.
Right. But then again, colour. You know, some people look good in black
How we
hats,
get- alright,
some people
what-
look good in white hats.
Okay,
A
so
white
what's-
hat does not look good on a white man.
Okay, we have a clear hat. Okay, a clear
Right.
hat, see-through hat.
Right.
Of two different shapes, a feminine shape and and like a masculine
Ooh,
shape.
yeah, but then the shape of the hat as well. You know, different fits and different sizes. I think we have to just get two of exactly the same hats and see what they look like in both.
They're just going to look the same then, aren't they?
Exactly my point.
We
It
are
just doesn't
all
make
equal.
sense.
In God's eyes, anyway.
Fuck.
I don't get why you're laughing at the Lord.
Oh, in the eyes of butter.
How many gods do you believe in?
Just the one.
I mean, I believe the one, but in three bodies. Of course.
The what? Sorry.
Well, I believe in the same God as yours, just in three bodies.
Yeah, but you don't know which God I believe in.
What
I
God
don't
do-
believe in the Bible God. I don't
Oh
believe
yeah,
in
because it's the Father, the Hun.
Hunty.
It's the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Isn't it?
No, but I don't believe in that God. There's one God to me, and his
Is it
name's
Chris
Paul
Pratt?
Rudd.
Oh fuck.
Paul Rudd is my Lord and Saviour. and Chris Pratt is his kid.
Chris Pratt is Jesus, and Paul Rudd is God.
Yeah.
Who's the spirit?
Oh,
Ron
Adam Scott.
Perlman.
Adam Scott.
Ron Swanson.
Okay.
No, I don't believe in anything because everything's all wrong and lies. It's just a fairy tale gone wrong. Fuck the system!
It is just something has got incredibly out of hand.
I feel like somebody has taken this too far.
Yeah.
Probably someone with a stone tablet.
Like, if he was still alive now, he'd be like,
Let's
oh,
be honest.
shit, I did not expect this.
Noah, right, from Noah's Ark, he was
Right.
just a very extremely lucky schizophrenic.
Oh yeah, but they found his ark, didn't they?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
In the
he was
mountains.
he was extremely lucky, schizophrenic. He was hearing voices, said it was going to rain, and luckily enough, it did. That's all that happened. He didn't hear
was a
God.
bit-
He didn't hear anything.
He was a bit mental.
He's just a bit mental, and he was an extremely lucky mental person.
But yeah, throw up
Heaven
a
Almighty.
picture of Noah's Ark now. That's the one that's apparently been found, and that's apparently Noah's Ark.
Is Noah on it?
No, it's I mean, to me, it looks like rocks. You know, it just looks like a weird.
What
rock
is it, wood?
formation. Well, I mean, Google it. Google Noah's Ark real, and it's the third picture.
Noah's Ark real.
You'll have Noah's Ark written at front and rear, and like labels and stuff like that.
I see. Now that's just a bunch of bullshit.
Yes,
I'm
it's
sorry.
Just rocks.
That is
It's just a bunch of rocks.
It is just rocks.
I mean, it doesn't particularly look.
That's
like wood.
very obviously Bigfoot's footprint.
Let's look at Bigfoot evidence.
That is the foot of God.
Huh?
What's the right? Go back to Noah's Ark reel. Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Yeah.
Go to the third line. Go to the second picture.
Third line Noah's Ark, but it looks like a really old news article.
No.
No?
How are you spelling Noah's Ark reel? Noah's with an apostrophe s space
Yeah.
ark space reel.
Yeah.
No, I've got a guy who looks a bit like Mark Hamill.
Mark Hamill. Oh yeah. Yeah.
What's that?
What's what?
Why is he there? He looks very out of place.
I don't know.
Can that be the thumbnail for this video? Give me 1 sec. Oh, give me 1 second. I need a wee.
For fuck's sakes.
Alright, here's let's take a minute for our sponsor.
Whisper. Get your whispers now. Chocolate Whisper is really good for you. You can get what flavors have they got? Whispers. Whisper. No, that's Whiskers. I don't want the cat food. Flavors. Whispers flavors. Salmon. Nope, that's still Whiskers. I just want the chocolate bar, to be honest. Whisper chocolate bar flavors. You can get products available. Cadbury Whisper, an air. That's just a normal one. Gold. It's got caramel in it, I think. Duo. It's just a big one in half. The night one, which is dark chocolate, which is only available in Russia. You can get bits of Whisper, which is little bite-sized pieces. You can get the hot chocolate. You can get the gold hot chocolate. You can get biscuits,
What the hell have I just walked in on?
which is just a chocolate with a biscuit in the middle. You can get an endless one. It's just a pack of 4 normal Whispers. Every Christmas since 2012. The sharing tube, it's just a tube full of little Whispers, launched in Christmas 2014. And then you can get the Easter egg in April. Get yours today.
Ellie Goulding.
Okay.
How's your week been?
Oh, yeah, it's been really good. I've been singing some songs.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
So, what was sex with a guy from McFly like?
Oh, it was really good. I really enjoyed his penis inside of me. McFly penis.
Yummy.
Yum yum. Kitty, kitty. Oh, we'll see you later, Ellie Goulding. Thanks for joining us. Oh, no problem. Bye. Wow, what a guest.
That's fucking sad. That's so bent.
What do you mean? What do you mean? You can't just slag her off. Look, she's still in the room. What are you still doing here, Ellie Goulding?
Let me look on Twitter for some questions.
I'm just leaving. I'll see you later. Leave now, Ellie. Like, just. Can you close the door? Actually. Do you want me to close this door over here? Yes, please, Ellie Goulding. Okay. Bye. See ya. Wow.
What a bitch, right?
Yeah, what a fucking slut.
So, what myth is real? I'm gonna start off strong. Loch Ness Monster.
I believe in that. I think
actually
that's
do?
true. Yeah, I think that's true.
You're so dumb. You're so
How am I
stupid.
dumb?
You're
How?
so
What?
naive.
Go on.
You're so
How?
naive.
How am I naive? To
Because
believe
they
that
would
it's
have
real?
found
You're
it
the one that's
already.
naive to think that's not
So
real.
you think is it Lake Loch, whatever? You think
it's Loch Ness.
okay, but you think the Loch Ness monster is real in that lake?
Yes.
You don't think they would have found it by now?
Have you actually seen how big Loch Ness is?
I swear they fucking drained it at one point.
How could they possibly drain a natural loch? It's impossible. Loch Ness is massive. It is more than likely that it could be there. Do you believe in some part of the world there are still dinosaurs living?
No.
Why?
Well, apart from like that, there's like that fucking microscopic like termite type thing that's been around for like millions and trillions of years or whatever, but
Millions and trillions.
trillions of light years away. No, of course not. That's ridiculous to think. Everything evolves. There's probably some forms of it, but there's nothing that was actually, walking around at that time that's still there. That's ridiculous to think.
Hold on. Speaking of the Loch Ness Monster. Loch Ness Monster. This is 19th of July, like this year.
Yeah.
Oh, that's today, actually.
That's today.
Loch Ness Monster spotted cruising by pleasure boat.
That's just not true, though, is it?
It looks pretty convincing.
Is it an inflatable?
No, if anyone wants to watch it, it's on the Daily Star news website. There's also been a creature which looks like a really small Diplodocus on land,
Okay.
which looks really strange. But yeah,
Yeah, let's just see that.
I think because not all of the land has been discovered on Earth, right? No, not all of it has been. I mean, a lot of it is in Africa, and I think in some jungles in Africa there could still be dinosaurs living because scientists assume that if they were to survive anywhere, it would be in Africa, and large parts of Africa are undiscovered. So chances are there could. I mean, they're very slim, but there could still be some form of giant lizards roaming about.
I just don't think it's likely,
It probably isn't likely, but if they were to have survived anywhere, it would
But
be in Africa.
anyone who doesn't think dinosaurs were real is fucking stupid. Let's just start that. Anyone who actually thinks...
they were put there by God to confuse everyone. Thank you.
Bitch, the dinosaurs!
He made the earth for them.
And then he no? Dinosaurs are just blah?
I'm gonna cook up some blah.
It's like way off. Because I don't look like a dinosaur.
I don't think so.
35 feet. I'm like 5 foot 11.
Up on 10 down, I've seen so.
To the Brachiosaurus, the thing fucking neck on the head. Is that
Okay,
copyright? Will we get...
Yeah, probably. Although we're not singing it in tune, so it might not be picked up. So let's just stop.
Yeah, let's just...
Okay, other myths. Go.
Tupac.
He's well alive and in Cuba.
Partying with Rihanna, I saw like a few years ago.
Yeah.
Let me get a picture up. There's a picture of them two together.
Picture is going up now.
You see it?
Can't. Yeah, no, we can't tell for sure if it's real or fake.
But
It might not even be Tupac.
let's just go with real. I think that's the safest answer.
Although I think it's fake. Load up the secondary picture now. I think that's the original one, and then someone has just photoshopped Rihanna onto it.
Rihanna.
Sort of Rihanna or what? I don't
Rihanna.
care. So yeah, myth busted.
I think Big Sean is really Tupac in disguise.
What?
Two photos of Tupac and Big Sean next to each other.
Tupac and Big Sean.
Just look at the images.
Nah,
Yeah. 100%.
I don't think so.
Yeah. There's no way it can't be anyone else.
Other myths, go. Other myth.
Kanye
Bigfoot.
West is Donald Trump.
Bigfoot.
Never mind then.
Yeah, that's just stupid. That's not even a real thing.
There it is.
What do you mean it's a real thing?
It's a real myth.
No, it isn't.
Google it.
Kanye West is Donald Trump.
I'm joking. It's not real.
No, I didn't think so. Go on, Bigfoot. Real?
No.
No? Reasons?
No. I just don't. I feel like a lot of stuff they would have been found by now. You know, with the amount of like hype put around it, and the amount of, you know, want for it to be real. Like it would have just been found by now. No.
Yeah, but there has been like some people who claim to like found him.
Yeah, but where is he now then?
Where are they now?
Just doesn't. Let's have a look at Three's Company. Where are they now?
Who's Three's? Hang on, whilst you're doing that, but like, I think over the years, the Bigfoots would have like been able to. They've avoided humans for this long, so they know how to avoid humans, and they just don't want to be seen. They just don't want to be found. You know.
Do you know what's a good TV show?
Go on.
That 70s Show.
Oh, nah.
Excuse me.
Mermaids, real or fake?
No. Let's not.
No, let's stay with myths for now, and then after mermaids, then you can...
Ooh, yesterday, That 70s Show. Topher Grace is expecting his first child. I'm so glad he got pregnant finally.
Nice.
Yeah.
Mermaids, real or fake?
Ooh, don't you think it's a bit late to have his first kid?
Go
39
on.
years old.
I mean, it's later than normal, I think. Mermaids, real or fake?
Fake.
Really? Why?
Because it just would have been found.
Why
And
do
half-
you think that though?
half human-
95% of the ocean hasn't been discovered.
Like, half human. That's the part I don't get. Maybe something that looks like a bit of like a mermaid, but not something that looks like a human. Do you know? Not. I can imagine something like Disney. Like no, I can't imagine something like Disney-esque, like fucking Little Mermaid. Like, that's just not real to me. But a fish who has, is it appendages that are sort of like ours, like limbs sort of like ours? Now that I can imagine. That I can see as something that could be real. But an actual mermaid, like Ariel looking like motherfucker. I just don't think is part of that world.
I think they could be.
I think you just think anything. You're a bit of an optimist, aren't you?
I am, because when they are proven to exist, I'm gonna be the one that says fuck you to you.
But they've
Because
already
you would have
been
been
proven
like,
that
oh
they
no,
don't
they don't.
exist.
But if it turns out they don't exist, I'd be like, oh, fair enough then.
But they've
At least
already
I
been
wasn't-
proven not to exist.
How? Go on.
They're not here. There's no evidence.
95% of the ocean hasn't been explored. How could you say that?
But if mermaids are like what mermaids like apparently are, they're like fucking coming up to boats and pirate ships all the time. Why are they
Yeah, but
suddenly
they-
just
yeah,
going all
no.
the way down? If they're like humans, they need sunlight. They can't be that far down.
No, why would they be like humans? They've evolved to survive in the ocean.
Because they're like, if they look like us and have like the same colours and everything like us, surely they need the pigment from the sun.
That story about pirate ships and everything, like they might have been sharks and wanted to see what it was, and then once they saw what it was, they've swum away. But the pirates have written it down, and then they've passed it down and shit, and then they've just people have just made stories about it.
You're
and
arguing
now they know what boats are.
You're arguing that wait. Do you think? Here's something. Do you think if mermaids are real, they have the same sort of brain like us, the same thinking
No.
pattern? Right.
not.
So how would they know what a pirate ship is and things like that then?
Well, no, because after a while, animals just know what things are. Because dogs,
Oh yeah, no,
they know what a
good
door
point,
is.
Good point. So what type of thinking capacity do you
I think they'd be like apes.
apes?
Yeah.
I think they'd be more like dogs.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? Because apes can learn. They've got they know how to use tools and stuff. I reckon mermaids aren't stupid. I
don't think they're stupid. I think they know
they'd have-
food and they know thingy, but I feel like they just learn basic instruction.
Yeah, I think they've learned how to use tools to make homes and dig caves and stuff.
Caves. Make
And,
tools and dig caves under the water.
Yeah, to
They made a
catch
shovel.
fish.
They made a shovel.
Well, no, they've probably just picked up a rock and learned how to use it to their advantage.
What's this episode going to be called? Genders and Mermaids. What's real?
Yes.
What's more real? Genders or mermaids? What's the worst nationality in the world, do you reckon?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Let me start
Nothing
off.
you say.
Let me start off. Polish.
Go on.
No, I'm not about the whole job and all that stuff. I don't give a fuck about that. It's just we had one Polish friend and fucking hell were they annoying.
Is that it? Is that your answer, the Polish?
Or what? Do you have a better one?
Well, apparently the Chinese are really rude tourists. They're the worst tourists to ever have. They're just so disrespectful.
That's a bit racist.
How's that racist? That's studies.
Okay, I think. Do you know who are the best tourists?
What?
Who are the best type of tourists? Where they're from, that I have found anyway.
Go on.
Because I've worked in a few places that has a bit of tourists come. I found that people from South Africa type area are the loveliest tourists going.
Let's see. I used to work in that centre, right?
But I mean the Southern Africa, not South Africa the country, Southern or
Yeah.
East. Kenya and things like that. So sort of East Africa and Southeast and South Africa.
Yeah.
They that type of area. Anytime people come into the cinema where I work at and I've come into the dockyard and stuff where I used to work, they just always were the happiest, nicest people in the world.
Yeah, but I used to get tipped by the Indians that used to come in.
The Indians.
They were Indians.
The Indians. I just every time the Indians would come.
I'm pretty sure they're Indians.
Yeah, but it's just the way you say it. The Indians. It's not Indian people. It's the Indians.
Well, yeah. Whenever they'd come into the centre.
See that?
they'd,
I said the people from South Southern Africa and stuff, you
they'd
just
give
went
me a
the
tip.
Indians. It's like going to the gays. I love it when the gays come. They're so nice.
Yeah, they were though. They used to give me like £5, £10 tips.
They actually.
Yeah. I was thinking about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
When we're famous and we're on the Ellen DeGeneres show,
Yeah.
what if when we have to go on to promote our movie Brokeback Mountain 3?
Invading of Zoran.
Yeah.
Continue.
Like, what if you and let's just say it's your girlfriend now. Say like,
Really?
well, I don't know. Like, obviously.
Let's go with someone a bit more believable. Pamela Anderson. Carry on.
No, but like, you and whoever you're with at the time are pregnant.
Probably
yeah.
a man. Carry on.
And then they she goes into labour.
Yeah.
And we're supposed to be going to the Ellen DeGeneres show, yeah?
Yeah.
To promote our new movie, Brokeback Mountain 3.
Yeah. Rise of Zoran.
Like, and you obviously had to go to the hospital to
No,
be there
fuck
with
off!
the
I'd go to
kid.
Ellen.
No, you wouldn't. You'd go to the hospital.
No, I wouldn't.
Yes, you would.
Babies get born every minute.
Yeah, not yours
I
though.
don't go to Ellen's every minute.
Yeah, but she'd invite you back on.
Would she?
Should invite us back on
Do you
when
reckon?
yeah, once you've had the baby, because
Promise.
there's two. We'd both be there, so she'd obviously want to play a game with us.
Oh yeah, of course. You'd be like, would you rather? And stuff.
Yeah. So I thought, like, what when you go off to the hospital, then they're like scrambling around because it's like very last minute that you've got to go to the hospital. It's very last minute, and they're all like running around, being like, "Oh, what can we do for the game?" I'll be like, I'll get some old Facebook pictures of me and Will when we were younger, and then I'd go through them all and explain each one of them. So like there'd be the one of us on that swinging thing outside in that park.
Is it the
It'd
the
be-
edited one though, with the hearts in my eyes?
Yeah.
It
There'd
doesn't
be the
matter.
one
You
where
fucking got rid of it because you made me delete it.
No, it's still there, I think.
You made me get rid of it. Basically,
No, it's-
right? What happened is a few years
Let me
ago-
finish my thing first.
I want to explain the heart eyes photo.
No, stop interrupting.
Oh.
And then there'd be the one of me and the other person who you put your face on top of. There'd be that one, and there'd just be pictures and videos of us. And then I just explain it all, and then like me and Anna would have a good time, and then I'd promote the movie.
What's your favourite extremist group?
What the fuck question is that?
Like if you had to pick, like if you done to your head, you know, favourite extremist group, go.
Right.
Either living or dead.
The Irish ones.
Oh, yeah, I got you. Nazi
Okay.
Party for me, classic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Going for
They
old
just-
school.
like they were so dedicated. That's what I liked.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like you weren't like worried that someone was gonna. Oh, I don't know how I feel about this now. Do you know what I mean? They seem pretty certain with what they were doing. They weren't gonna flake out on you any second. You're like, oh, what about the Jews? Oh,
What about my people?
oh. They're like, I don't know.
My people will think about them.
You're not Jewish.
I can if I want to be. What if I identify as one?
You
can't tell me.
You can identify
You're-
whatever.
You're
religion
crying
you
about
want.
all these people they identify as
The only,
genders.
yeah, but because they practice.
What if I identify as Jewish?
Because you don't practice, you know.
So?
So if you're not a practice, like, you could believe in whatever the hell you want, baby. But I just know that you don't believe in anything. Actually, I don't know what you believe in now. You fucking believe in mermaids, Loch Ness monsters, like fucking whatever. You probably do believe in God, don't you?
No, I don't.
Fucking freak. Fucking God. Freak. Fucking I believe in a high power freak. Yeah. Fucking look at a little freak that fucking believes in God. You love God.
Shut up!
You love God.
No,
You want to go to heaven.
No, I don't.
Fucking be a shaman.
Oh.
Did I just give you
Trick me,
flashbacks
Daddy.
to school?
Huh?
Did I give you flashbacks to school? Shout out to.
Happened in... What?
I
Why?
don't know.
Well, that's gonna be cut. Do you want to wrap it up now then?
I guess we could.
Yeah.
Well, that was. That's all, folks.
That was the Slimy Slim Boys podcast.
With your boys, Bailey
Don't give out my last name.
Bailey. Sound, yeah.
And William C.
No. Bye.
Well, that's it. We're actually going to use that one, are we?
Sure.
All right. Bye.
Cut with that.